What's up YouTube, it's Onion Bomb here, and welcome to another top 10 video. I said I wanted to do more of these, and now I'm doing it. Today I'm going to be looking at the top 10 worst Pokemon YouTubers. So basically, anybody on YouTube who does Pokemon, you probably has a decent following and does Pokemon, and are just really like a bad YouTuber, kind of a bad person, kind of scummy. Anything I think you guys should stay away from, and just not a good YouTuber in general. Basically, I'm going to have 10. We do have one honorable mention. I'm going to go down a list of 10 people that I think you should just stay away from. Unsubscribe if you are, and just stop watching their content. So yeah, let's get right to it. I know this is a Pokemon video, but you guys are going to enjoy some Black Ops 4 gameplay in the background, because why not? Alright, coming in at number 10 is Verla Safai. Now, Verla Safai, the reason I put Verla Safai at number 10 is because he blocks a lot of people on Twitter. If you disagree with him, or even give him an ounce of criticism, he might fight back for a little bit. He'll make a tweet back at you with something kind of weak, and then he'll just block you. Yeah, if you try getting a confrontation with him on social media, he'll definitely block you. Even if you're trying to give instructive criticism, he'll just block you. So yeah, a lot of people, including myself, are blocked by Verla Safai on Twitter. Some blocked on multiple accounts. But, you know, that's just not really a YouTuber that you want to be around who's like that much of a baby about criticism. So Verla Safai is at number 10. Coming at number 9, we have Verla Safai. And the reason Verla Safai is on that number 9 spot is because he still making YouTube videos after Shofu dropped his diss track on him. And yeah, basically Shofu kind of dropped this fire diss track on Verla Safai, and pretty much that just ended his career. He just has a dead career now because it's over. Shofu's tracks, his bars killed him, and if Shofu's didn't, then mine with Critical Hit definitely did. So Verla Safai is a YouTuber who's trying to keep his career alive after getting completely destroyed by a diss track, and not only that, but having a second diss track by me come at him. So yeah, can't really save your career after that, even though Verla Safai is trying. So that's why Verla Safai is at number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have Verla Safai, because the reason Verla Safai is at number 8 is because this dude is literally always starting drama. If you are not blocked by him on Twitter, go on his Twitter right now, or go on his Twitter with a secondary account. I guarantee you, he is tweeting at someone, about someone, or beefing with somebody, and it's probably a popular YouTuber, or just somebody in the Pokemon community that he's just trying to just fight with, just because, I don't know, that's his thing. He just loves starting up drama. I'm not sure if it's for views, or if that's fun for him, but he always starts up drama with other people. He makes the Pokemon community so much worse than it is with all the drama. So that is why Verla Safai comes in at number 8. Alright, coming in at number 7, we have a YouTuber that goes by the name of Verla Safai. And the reason Verla Safai is at number 7 is because this dude has a huge ego. He honestly thinks that he is just the best Pokemon YouTuber ever, and legitimately believes so, because he even recently did a live stream calling himself the best, and pretty much just, thinking oh, he's the best YouTuber, he doesn't all these other people are just out for the views. But no, good old Verla Safai is here and is savior of the Pokemon community, and he gives us good content. He's the only one in the Pokemon community that gives them good content. I'm actually not truly in the Pokemon community, because I don't really make too many Pokemon videos. However, I'd be interested in starting. But yeah, I've been a viewer in the Pokemon community, and this is what I've definitely seen. His ego's way too big. This dude just, you can't, egos are a big turnoff for a lot of people, especially me. And that's why Lucify comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have Verla Safai. The reason Verla Safai comes in at number 6 is because he believes he is the saint of the Pokemon community. Number 7 thought he was the best Pokemon dealer. Now this one sounds like he's the saint of the Pokemon community. He literally thinks he's the savior. He thinks he is saving everybody from all these people, when really everything he calls out people is just kind of false. It's fake, and it's just starting beef for no reason. He thinks he's saving everyone from bad content, when really, if he wanted to do that, he should just stop uploading in the first place. So yeah, this is very similar to number 7, the person number 7, but number 6, if if you think you are like a saint in a community when you're far from it, then that's just something that you just need to look at yourself, and that is not good for YouTubers. So that's why Verla Safai comes in at number 6. Alright, we're moving into the top 5 now, guys. Remember, we do have one honorable mention. Coming in at number 5, we have Verla Safai. Now, the reason this guy is at number 5 is because he is a hypocrite when it comes to clickbait. Whether he likes to admit or not, Verla Safai has made clickbait videos. Now, the definition of clickbait, he was trying to spin, and it's, there's not really one defined definition of clickbait, because there's different kinds of clickbait. Some clickbait are literally used to deceive the viewer. Literally, just as the thumbnail or title would have nothing to do with the video. It's completely different, and you won't even see in the video. And that's what I believe is horrible clickbait. Now, there is good clickbait, or at least passing clickbait, is if you clickbait something that has to do with the video, that what you're saying, what you're presenting in the title and thumbnail, it has to do in the video. It's in the video, so therefore it's all right. You're just trying to get views, but that's actually a good thing, because you want people to view your video, and you're not deceiving them. So that's a good kind of clickbait. Now, whether Verla Safai has done, in my opinion, both kinds of clickbait at some point, but the thing that gets me about Verla Safai is I have no problem with clickbait. I've done it multiple times before. It's just sometimes what you gotta do on YouTube to get views. But Verla Safai is a hypocrite about it, and I cannot stand hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is terrible, and is definitely, if you are a hypocrite, you are definitely terrible. It has no place on YouTube. Which is a big reason why Verla Safai gets number 5. He calls out other people for clickbaiting, and when it's very similar to the way he clickbaits. So you can't throw stones in a glass house. You cannot do that. If you're gonna clickbait, you can't call other people out on clickbaiting. If you don't clickbait, feel free to do so if you want. But still, I'm not down with that starting in the drama, but if you want to, that's fine, but if you do it as well, you cannot. And the minute you use a red arrow or some kind of arrow in your thumbnail, that is, by definition, to some extent of clickbait. Which is why Verla Safai comes in at number 5. Alright, coming in at number 4 is this one guy who, the reason he's at number 4 is because of recent events. And his name's Verla Safai. And the reason he comes in at number 4 is because he stole PokeTip's video, pretty much. PokeTips did a shiny hunting method for the new game for the Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Let's Go. I don't know if it's Eevee Pikachu version, but it was one of the versions for Let's Go. And Verla Safai made a video calling out his video, calling it crap, pretty much, calling it just for views. PokeTips never talked to Verla Safai before, like, he just coming out of nowhere. Called it garbage, because it just, it was, he called it all for views. He called out a couple different YouTubers, but the thing about PokeTips is that he stole the method that PokeTips was bringing out, the method that he claimed was all for views. He stole it and passed it up as his own in his own tip video, which is on so many different levels of wrong, and is hopefully what I just said is all self-explanatory on why that is just not something you can do. And the reason Verla Safai gets number 4 on top 10 worst Pokemon YouTubers. Alright, coming in at number 3, we're in the top 3. At number 3, we have Verla Safai. Now, the reason Verla Safai is on this list and is not number 3 is because he has falsely accused people of cheating. He's done this multiple times, but the one that I can think of is, and biggest case is Pimp Knight. He has accused Pimp Knight of hacking Pokemon, for just hacking Pokemon in the game, and it just wasn't out. Pimp Knight did not hack the Pokemon in the game he was given. It was false, but Verla Safai made it out like Pimp Knight was this horrible person, and like Pimp Knight has a reputation. And, like, he's trying to make out he's a horrible person, he's a hacker, he cheats the game, like, Pimp Knight hacks Pokemon all the time, and Verla Safai has a big audience, for some reason. So, he's expressing this to his big audience. That's going to, at least somewhat, damage Pimp Knight's reputation to those who are stupid. But, anyone with a brain can go over to Pimp Knight's channel and watch his video and understand, oh yeah, Verla Safai is tweaking. But you can't just come at people when you don't know the facts yourself, especially something as serious as like cheating, hacking in a game. So that's why Verla Safai gets number 3. Alright, coming in at number 2 spot, we're coming down to the wire here, guys, and you guys might be very surprised at this entry here, but coming at number 2 is going to be Verla Safai. And the reason Verla Safai is at number 2 is because he falsely accused a YouTuber known as Weedle Tornado of being a pedophile. Yes, as something serious as being a pedophile, he made a 40-minute video exposing Weedle Tornado of being a pedophile. And it was all false. He took everything out of context. It was just like these like jokes, these ironic jokes, and like it was none of his business really. And he's just falsely, it wasn't true. It wasn't true. Weedle made a video, it was not true. And that is a very serious allegation to not only get wrong, but to express to your big audience, and like, and just act like you were right the whole time. And that is just absolutely crazy to me. And that is just, you can't do that. That is just, he's a terrible person for that. And that is why Verla Safai comes in at number 2. Alright, before I hit our number 1 spot, we're going to have an honorable mention here. And the honorable mention is going to be a YouTuber by the name of Verla Safai. And the reason Verla Safai is our honorable mention is because it's pretty much a personal reason. Is because he didn't accept my boxing fight. I challenged him openly to a boxing fight on YouTube, and he just did a little tweet about it, and he didn't accept it. He didn't, mention it other than that. So, I would love to box him. Still open to. So, since he has to go on this list because he didn't, he can't box me. So that's why he's an honorable mention. I know that's more of a personal reason for me. That's why it's not in the top 10. But yeah, that's why Verla Safai is our honorable mention. Alright, so coming in at the number 1 most hated, the worst Pokemon YouTuber here is Verla Safai. Yes, this is very anticipated. You guys could probably guess it. Verla Safai is the number 1 worst Pokemon YouTuber, and the reason he is number 1 is because Verla Safai has done all the above of what I just said. And he hasn't once apologized for anything. He hasn't taken any of the false accusation videos down. And he is still behaving like this. With all this being said, that is why Verla Safai is the number 1 worst Pokemon YouTuber. Alright, really quickly, all jokes aside, I hope you guys can see that this was just a joke video. I would never really, like, actually list YouTubers worst to best. This was all just a joke of saying that Verla Safai is the worst Pokemon YouTuber. The reason I'm making this video is because he claimed to be the best when, yeah, I just listed a bunch of his flaws, and I could list, there's a lot more, but that's gonna be for another video, I think. I have another video planned about Verla Safai, and it's gonna be a pretty long one, and it's gonna be pretty informative, but you guys are gonna just have to wait and see on that one. So yeah, everything I said here was true. You guys looking up, there's a lot of people that talked about this stuff. There's a lot of people that have, like, are still talking about it, and there's a lot of, like, proof out there that's not taken down, and even from Verla Safai himself. So yeah, if you're a fan of Verla Safai, I apologize, but you are a fan of the worst Pokemon YouTuber out there. It's just the truth. You can dislike the video if you want. Go ahead. If you don't like Verla Safai, then that is probably one of the best life choices that you have made. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Verla Safai is the worst Pokemon YouTuber out there, and he's just will forever be the worst Pokemon YouTuber. I really don't understand how he has as much subs as he did, but he got it, so I guess props to him for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. That's always up to you. I'll see you guys in the next video you watch of me. Goodbye. And I dropped my phone.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.